Aloha E-Club, this is Richard Gash, back from Nome, Alaska, back on Maui, back in my tank top. I love my tank top. It was a very eventful time up in Nome. If you saw the program that we put up last week, there was a picture of the sun rising over the Iditarod finish line banner. I had just finished my shift. I covered from 3:30 in the morning to 10 in the morning, which doesn't sound so bad until you realize that sunrise is at 10 in the morning. And I was coming out of the headquarters, and then I saw the sun up over the banner and thought, oh, I better pull out my phone. Very nice picture. Also, there's a picture in which Naomi challenged you to find me and to find Leo and to find Sharon and perhaps her husband. They're from Milwaukee, and he's a member of the Rotary in Milwaukee, and he's been around for a lot of our meetings, better than some of our members. Anyway, there was a woman in the middle between Leo and I was holding up, by the way, that was the timing sheet that we used to put in the time, the name of the musher, bib number, and the required equipment, and then they sign off, and then I sign off, and that's an official record. But anyway, the woman between us was Libby Riddles. I never met her before. I've read plenty about her. She has a book out. She was the first woman to ever successfully finish the Iditarod. That's even before Susan Butcher. That's a big deal. Another big deal, I feel sorry, one of my two favorite mushers have been Lance Mackey and Allie Zirkle. And Dallas is a real good friend too, good guy. But anyway, Allie was persuaded to join one of the contests during the Iditarod. The week mushers are coming in, it's kind of like a carnival up there, and they have arm wrestling tournaments. Well, Allie had never arm wrestled before, and she's a very feminine, nice person and everything, kind of soft-spoken, and she was ready to start, and she says, I never arm wrestled before, and I was so shocked because all of a sudden my arm was going back, and I just reacted. Well, she reacted okay. Those girls that run the Iditarod, watch out. She caused a spiral fracture of the other woman's arm, and I mean it was bad. There were x-rays on the internet of her arm. Poor Allie. But that tells you they're not playing around when they go on that Iditarod. Another one is Dee Dee Genre. She has to be under 5 feet, probably 80-something pounds or 90. And I've heard about her at some of the rest stops, and she's cutting logs. And somebody said, man, watch her wield that axe. She's got some power. Very, very interesting. Well, kick in some happy bucks if you feel like it. I realized that Naomi was throwing us under the bus, but up in Nome during the Iditarod is not a good time to be getting things out. And in addition to that, I spent literally a couple of hours holding my video camera trying to get video that I can use for future programs, and I got some pretty good stuff. I didn't take too much at the banquet, but we had a red lantern banquet this time. When there's a musher that doesn't come in time to attend the banquet, then they have another banquet a day or two later. In this case, it was the next day, and that's the best. Most of the people have left town, and you have mostly mushers and local people, and not so many. And the mushers challenge each other to get up and tell something crazy that happened on the trail, and that is pure fun. And I also have a press conference with Dallas Seavey right after he had won the Iditarod, and I went with Hugh Neff. He invited me to go with him to the high school in Nome, and I took a video of him presenting things to the children up there. And by the way, I was very impressed. They were very respectful students, nice kids. Well, I'll see you next week. Naomi, boy, I'm just in under the wire. I'm so sorry, but next week will be different. Take care. Bye.